Hey up everyone, Magpie Gaming here. I hope you're all doing well. So recently we had a podcast that was done by Battlestate Games with Nikita, giving out some information on what we can expect from the game coming forward. There was a lot of people call them leaks. They aren't leaks if they give them away themselves, the sneak peeks. So there was a lot of pictures about Streets of Tarkov, images about some new weapons that are coming to the game and things like that, and I'll cycle those in the background whilst I'm doing this video. Some of the images that I've got to say Streets of Tarkov look really good. This is going to be one hell of a map when it comes out. But the main point for this video is that we got preliminary patch notes for patch 12.10, so I'm going to go through those with you today. The information on what's coming in the future with the game, I haven't really got too much into that at the moment, but I will do a video very soon if there's any kind of juicy bits from that. I think there was some information about the arena, some information about Scav Karma that's linked to Fence and things like that. It's not hugely important right now, and I think it's things that are still quite a way off, so I'm not going to really focus on those in this video. But for the patch notes, we got quite a lot of information, and they did say that there would be limited content in this patch. It will be more quality of life changes and things like that, but there is a decent amount of content coming out, so I'm going to go through that with you. I'll throw up on the screen all of the bits that I'm doing, all of the juicy bits. As always though with these patch notes, I won't be going through every little bit of it because it just takes too long. You guys would get bored and my throat would go really dry in the process, so I'll just pick out the good bits. But as always, I will put a link in the description below to the full patch notes so that you can go check those out. So added into the game, we're getting new voices for the Scav bosses Rashala, Sanitar and Gluhar, so they will have new voice lines if you manage to get near them. I never do, so I'll never experience them myself. New actions and conditions for Scavs and sounds for them, so they will do different sound outs depending on what you're doing to them. There's going to be new clothing for you Sec Bear and Scavs. I think, as far as I understand, this is just new trousers and pants. Then for new equipment, we've got some new chest rigs coming in different colours. We've got a new tactical sling coming in. There is a new slick plate carrier that's in two different colours, olive and tan. We're going to get a new backpack. We're going to get some NPP Condor ballistic glasses, which are going to have additional armour protection for the eyes, so head and eyes might sort of not be such a thing if you're wearing a pair of these glasses. There's going to be a new headset coming into the game and a new gas mask as well. Now currently gas masks serve no purpose in the game whatsoever other than aesthetically, but it could change in the future. We may get gas grenades, you never know, so gas masks might be a useful tool to have. New items coming into the game, we've got an emergency water ration coming in, we've got a hemostatic tourniquet coming in, which is apparently one up on the one that we've already got in the game and is quicker to actually action onto your body. We've got the AFAX Personal Tactical First Aid Kit. This is a one slot aid kit that has 400 healing points, so it matches that of the current Salewa but only takes up one square, so that's pretty good, pretty cool. We've got new ammo coming into the game. We've got a 7.62 AP round, 5.56 AP round as well, so I think these two rounds sit just above the BP round for those respective calibers from what I've heard. And then there is a 5.56x45 Mark 318 coming in as well. For weapons, we've got the STM9, which is a pistol caliber carbine, and if I grab an image of it, I'll put that up on screen. It looks really sweet. It looks a really nice little gun. So, and apparently it's meant to be super accurate as well. So, but we'll wait and see for that one. The PL-15 pistol is coming into the game. This is basically the Russian take on the Glock. We've got some new weapon parts coming in as well, and a new melee weapon, which is basically a machete on steroids. Got some new barter items. We've got the TP200 TNT brick, a ratchet wrench, and a can of thermite. And then we're going to have a new filter that you'll be able to put on in the stash, which will filter all items that are found in raid. And then we're going to be able to sort quests by location, and you know, that'll be quite helpful, to be fair, and then you're not having to scroll up and down the list all of the time. For your aggressive voice line, you'll no longer need to pop around off. You'll just be able to double tap your voice line button and your character will do the aggressive phrases that we all like them to do. And then we've got Steam Audio back in the game. Now apparently they've done quite a lot of work with Steam Audio. If you don't know what Steam Audio is, it's basically an audio module that Valve have created for other games developers to use, and if if you use it, you're able to tap into some professional help from Valve to help you with that, and that is exactly what Battlestate have done. They have done some collab work, I understand, anyway, with Valve to make this work. Now at the moment it isn't fixing anything on the horizontal, so anything above and below is probably going to sound still the same as it does now. Now we know that, horizontal sound, vertical sound within the game is slightly broken when you don't hear footsteps above you or you don't hear footsteps on the stairs, etc. This is purely fixing the horizontal version of Steam audio in the game, so anything that is sounding out on the same level as your character should sound a lot better in the game now. Now you can turn Steam audio on and off through the options menu. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. You can continue using the current sound, but eventually all of the sound work within the game will move over to Steam audio, but that'll be at a time when Battlestate Games, truly believe that they've got it nailed down 100%. So don't worry too much right now. If you don't really like Steam audio, you're not going to be forced to use it. The sound of rain is going to be reduced by 30%. I think this is 6 or 7 times that the actual sound of rain has been reduced. 30% is quite a drop, so it'd be interesting to see just how much that affects the actual sound within the game, because sometimes it can sound blisteringly loud. I'm not too much of a fan of the rain. I do like it now and again, especially coupled with a good thunderstorm. It can set a really, really good sort of spooky mood in the game, especially if you get the certain time of day where it's maybe just starting to get light or it's starting to get dark. It really sets off a good atmospheric mood within the game. But to be honest, when I'm taking on people or hunting people, I just want it to be sunny and quiet. And they are going to be adjusting the player spawns on customs. There's been a lot of issues recently with player spawns on customs spawning very, very close to people. So it could be that we're going to get some new spawns possibly, and they might spread things out just a little bit so we're not all running into each other at the very start of a raid. Then in the patch notes we've got a lot of fixes coming in. Again, I'm not going to go into those. You can go and read the patch notes yourself if you want to see those. Nothing of a hugely sort of interesting to me anyway, but it could be something that you have noticed that's broken in your version of the game, or something that is going to be broken in everybody's version of the game, but it could be something that really bugs you, so you could go and look at the list and see if anything that you really hate has actually been fixed. We've got some AI changes as well. I'll put these up on screen now. Now reading through these AI changes, it basically looks as though they're going to make your average scav a little bit thicker. They're just not going to be as good as they currently are. Now I already found scavs within the game very easy to take on. Yes, you get that one lucky little bastard now and again that's able to head and eyes you from 6 miles away with a shotgun, but it does look as though they're going to dumb them down a little bit, which I'm surprised about, because I feel like the AI work that they've done with scavs recently has brought them sort of up to the level of maybe a noob player within the game. You take them on and sometimes you can't work out if it's a scav or it's a player. And obviously the running that they do as well really throws me out, because scavs never used to run, but now they do. It can really sort of spin me out sometimes when I'm playing the game. But yeah, these changes, it looks as though they're going to dumb them down a little bit. I'm a little bit disappointed with that, but yeah, Battlestate will do what they want to do and we'll just have to go along with it and see how it works out. Then we've got some optimizations with the game. I'm not going to go into these hugely, but basically it's all to do with how textures are rendered within the game. One thing that they do recommend though is that your game is on an SSD, because the way the game is going to render textures and things like that, you could be at a disadvantage in an online raid if you are not using an SSD based version of the game. And this is to do with the speed that it needs to render at. An SSD is going to be much needed to make sure that the rendering works properly. So like I said, I'm not going to go into them too much. It's not really my thing. I'm not too interested in things like that. But depending on how your system works and what kind of performance you get, it could be that these new settings that are going to be added might help you out greatly. And that's pretty much it for the patch notes, ladies and gentlemen. There's a fair bit coming. It's this patch is actually looking bigger than I expected it to. A lot of fixes in there, a lot of changes. We are getting a little bit of new content as well, a couple of new weapons, so that is good. But yeah, there was a lot of sneak peeks, as you've been seeing in the background as well. So we had the images of Streets of Tarkov, some of the new weapons that are coming, etc. So yeah, exciting times, and the game keeps rolling on. I've got to say, on a personal note, it is very, very interesting whenever they release patch notes to read some of the comments that you get from people for this. It doesn't seem to matter what Battlestate do for some people. They just always want to moan about the game and the development and things like that. These people, and I'm targeting the people that say, just release the game, just get it out there, blah blah blah. What the fuck are you on about? The game is released. Okay, it might not be in what Battlestate term as a finished state, but Jesus, I have sunk thousands of hours into this game. There is enough content there to keep you coming back more and more and over again. What do you want them to do? Would you like them to get to a state where they say, right, we've finished, that's it, we're moving on to the next project? Then you'll get no more updates like this. You'll get no more new weapons added like this. You'll get very few fixes and optimizations added to the game like this. This kind of continued rolling development, what they're doing with the game, is the best kind of development for a game that's out there. You only have to pay once for this game. You're not paying the subscription, you're not having to pay for DLC, you're getting it all for free. All you have to do is buy the game with that initial purchase, and that is it. This is the kind of development that I love for games. It grows and it sort of gets better as it goes along, and we all go along for the ride with it. If you look at where Escape from Tarkov was 2 years ago to where it is now, the difference is night and day. This game has come on leaps and bounds, and I just can't for the life of me understand these people that are calling for them just to finish it and release it. Why would you want them to do that? Why do you not enjoy them constantly updating it, constantly putting new content in, constantly being very open with the community as they are these days, and let us know what's going on? You know, Nikita is very open with a lot of subjects to do with this game now. We get regular updates from them, we get regular input from him into the streamers podcast that they do. So, you know, I love the way this game is going, and I love the way they're developing it. And like I say, I just don't understand these people that go, release it now, get it done with. Why? So, but yeah, that's my little rant over and done with. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, ladies and gentlemen. If you did, please do subscribe. That would be amazing. I'd love to see those subscriber numbers go up. It does put a big smile on my face. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay safe, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.